Hello, hello, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's Thursday evening, 8 p.m. UK time, and I am the Songbird Stamper. I'm Heather Thomas from Fareham in the United Kingdom, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Got some lovely stuff to show you tonight. So I'm going to show you how to make this fun card. It's called a shutter card, I think, and I love how it shows you so many different elements. So you've got the closed version here, and then you've got the kind of part open here, and then the fully open to reveal your sentiment in the middle. Yeah, bit of fun. It was actually, I was thinking about doing this for either a class or something, but you really got to be quite precise with it. The measurements really are, like, you have to be really spot on, otherwise it won't fold. So it might not be for everybody, but it's a great fold. So I thought I'd show you, and I was really inspired. It was Jan B cards. It's her tutorial, so thank you, Jan. But I've just amended it to make it my own design. Hello, Mandy. Hey, Louisa. Hey, Shaz. How you doing? Thank you for hopping on and joining me. It's a fun card. Hello, Paul. How are you? I must say, I'm a real tactile kind of person, and I'll just sit here and do this with it. But I will get on and show you that shortly. I had a delivery today. Just a few extra bits. We were quite delayed in getting some of the things into Europe, so I finally have these cute little things. Thank you, Louisa. I hope you enjoy Russell. I hope you enjoy the demo and seeing how to make it. So we've got, these are both punch bundles. I love these. How cute are these? Hey, Katie. I cannot wait to get playing with these. And then this one with the little house is adorable, isn't it? It doesn't have, and surprisingly, it doesn't really have a new home card, but I think from our house to yours could be, or you've got welcome home. So I think you could do it. Where is the demo? Which demo, Louisa? I'm going to do this in a minute. This demo. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I'm going to make that one in a second, but I'm just going to show you a couple of new bits in case you haven't seen them. Hello, Joanna. How are you? Missed you last week, bless you. Lots going on. So yeah, they're the bundles. I can't wait to get colouring these. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I love that snowflake up there as well. Really cool. And I've got some glimmer paper in my life. Because who doesn't need some glimmer paper? And I can't believe I missed this when it first came out. So I'm looking forward to playing with this one. I love the Stampin' Up! Glimmer paper because it doesn't shed. Like, you don't actually get glitter on anything. So you can, like, play to your heart's content and then go to work and not worry that you've got glitter all over your face. Look how sparkly that is. Bit of a tough week. Snuggled on the sofa this afternoon. Good. Hello. Hello, Anne-Marie. How are you? Oh, Louisa, yeah, a stressful week. Bless you. Look at that. I mean, that is green. Looks like garden green to me, that one. That's beautiful. Oh, amazing. Baby granddaughter born last Friday. Been staying with them to look after your eldest granddaughter. Oh, how cute. I can't believe you've got a 3-year-old granddaughter, Shaz. That doesn't seem quite right, does it? Oh, no. Oh, Joanna. Clot on her lung and they lost a friend on Monday. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's hard life sometimes, isn't it? Really, really difficult. So yeah, sparkly paper. It doesn't solve all our problems, sadly. I wish it could, but it doesn't. But it can help make us feel a little bit more cheerful on those difficult days, that's for sure. You were a young mum, were you? Bless you. Bless you. Yeah, you must have been. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Yeah, I got some fun bits at the craft show too. I've been making these. Like resin dip flowers. It's made with wire, and you build like the wire base and then dip it into the resin. It looks like glass, doesn't it? But it's not. It's quite moldable. I don't want to mold it too much because it will break. But yeah, I made those. Lovely, aren't they, Joanna? Really, really pretty. So I've tried to recreate it at home. This was the one I made at the workshop. I mean, it's not quite as beautiful. I need some practice, I think. The cross stitch Sue is not coming along. I haven't started because I realised I needed one of these. I needed a frame. So I've bought one secondhand off Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, I can now start. I have no idea what I'm doing. Absolutely not a clue. But we will get there, I'm sure. Somehow. Made those flowers. Yeah, they're lovely. They're really, really nice. Adding cross stitch to, yes, Paul. Yeah, I know. Like, I've not got enough going on in life. Never mind. I like trying new things. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with, it's a 7x5 card. And we are going to start with some thick white. Honestly, Mandy, I don't even know where to start. I feel like I have to make a start though, because otherwise it will just sit there forever unused. Like even my dad can cross stitch, so I feel like I should be able to do this. But we'll see. So we're going to cut this to 10 inches by 7. Shaz, you can come around and help. I need some guidance. I think it's just pick a thread and start. My dad's given me a load of these and said that I really should wind the thread onto these. My dad and my brother are really crafty. Like my dad can paint, my brother crochets and does all sorts of crafts. Bless him. Used to do cross stitch at school. I wish I'd learned at school. I learned Latin, which, you know, I'm not entirely sure how useful that is in my life right now. But so we're going to score it on the long side at 5 inches. And that's going to make our card base. So it's a nice big 5x7 card, which I like. Then we are going to cut a piece of real red cardstock. I've got lots of measurements written down beside me here. I hope they're all right. And that's going to be 6 3/8 by 4.5. So 4.5 by 6. Yeah, Anne-Marie, do you know, I literally thought of you. And I was looking at this beautiful cat one, and I was like, "Oh, I might get that for Anne-Marie." But then I thought you've got your other one that you need to finish, the Disney one, which I'm super excited to see when it gets finished. I don't want to overload you with expectations. So this is 6 3/8, 6 3/8 by 4.5, and that is going to be a mat for the front of our card. I think yes, looks about right. Then we're going to need white. So I'm going to give you the measurement. I'm going to give you the kind of instructions because you might want to make these out of a different colour. So you're going to need 3 pieces. Oh, that's squeaky, sorry. So you're going to need, I tried learning Spanish, Louisa, before we went to Mexico. I did well enough to kind of be able to like get a table and, you know, understand what water was, and but I didn't do all that well. So we're going to go cut 3 of these. And these want to be the same colour as your card base. So mine's white, so I'm going for white. But you might want to do a colour. And we're going to cut them to 5 7/8 by 4 1/8. So 4 1/8. And we need 3 of them. So I'm going to cut that again, 4 1/8. Yeah, exactly. The one that's already taken 15 years. That's the one. That might be as long as my chameleon takes to do, to be honest. It's a lifelong project. So we need 5 7/8. 5 7/8. Yeah, no, honestly, this is what I'm using, American cardstocks. This is not great. I got given a pack when I did Creativity Now, and I've just pulled it out by mistake. It's fine. Fine. So I just need to use another bit. I've got lots. White just gets used anyway, doesn't it? So 5 7/8. Yes, Spanish is. I speak a little bit German, a little bit of French, but apart from Amoamas and Mata, Marmas and Marmas and Mant and Argus and Canis, I don't know anything. So Argus is a dog, I think that is. In Latin, that's about it. So 4 1/8. 4 1/8. So we need 3, like I say. I'm going to cut all of the bits first. Okay, so we've got 3 bits of white. And then we need 3 bits of, I'm going to go for thick white cardstock. And they are going to measure 4 1/8 by 2 1/8. There's a lot of measurements going on here. Probably, if I put all the measurements in the Songbirds Nest group, Facebook group, so come and join that if you're not in there, and I will put all the measurements and maybe even my cute little diagram. Patas bravas. Yes, that's potatoes, isn't it? Patas. Lovely potato. I love patatas. Patatas bravas. Yes, Shaz, come and join us. Come and join us. It'd be amazing. I haven't really advertised it very well. Stamp Camp's just opened today. And the colouring course is happening November, December. So there's a little bit where I wanted to give some kind of time, because I know we haven't got an awful lot of money to spare all at once. So Stamp Camp is at the moment, and then the colouring course is going to come later. So 4 1/8 by 2 1/8. 3 exactly the same. Hello, Claire. How are you? See you tomorrow. Long time no see. I've got class tomorrow morning, so I'm teaching a class over in Denmead. Lovely, lovely bunch of ladies. 3 cards for them to make. So we've got 3 of those. Okay, and then we'll do the DSP. We'll do the DSP in a bit, I think. Yeah, let's do the DSP in a bit. Let me show you how to make the card, and then we can decorate it. How about we do that? So take your 3 pieces, the same, 3 the same. Take some glue. And we're just going to put some glue around the outside of one of them. And you'll see why shortly. So kind of a wavy line around the outside. I'm not going to glue in the middle. And we're going to stick another one over the top. And we're doing this to build up some strength. Okay, that goes over there like that. And then we'll wait just for that to dry until we cut it. And then we've got our 3 little bits. Ah, love it. Thank you, Shaz. Yeah, shared a video. Anybody, it's a great fold. It's probably maybe not a beginner fold, but any support you can give me would be massively appreciated. So yeah, thank you very much. And we're going to score this on 3 sides, and that's both of the short sides and one of the long sides at 5/8 of an inch. Okay, so 5/8 of an inch is like 1/8 over a half, and we're just going to score. Rotate, score at 5/8 again, and score at 5/8 again on the other side. And then line this up as if you were, and I'm going to use this side for a minute, as if you were doing 5/8, but you're not going to score all the way across. I mean, you could actually, it really wouldn't matter, but we are just going to score from that last score line down and from that top score line up. So you're going to end up with this this is my beautiful diagram. You are going to, oh, I've just read that. One of the museum owners on holiday thought you were French. How much of a, that is a really nice compliment. Yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to score it 5/8, 5/8, 5/8, and then you're just scoring down from that one. It's a bit hard to see on the white. That's what I thought I'd show you. There you go. There's one score line and one score line. Now, what you're going to want to do is cut up this score line here. I'm cutting the outer edge of the score line, and that will become clear shortly why we're doing that. Actually, I might tell you now because I might forget. So we're going to cut, we want as much off basically of that score line. So the groove is on this side. The reason being, if you've not cut enough away here, here, and here, you're going to end up rubbing, because this is also 5/8 and you need it to be so close. And it's one of the reasons I actually decided not to do this as a class. because I thought a couple of my ladies might just struggle with some of those measurements there being so close. And I don't like to do things where I think people are going to find it difficult, because they come to my class for a little bit of fun. And what we're going to do is just use you can either use a pair of scissors or you can use the trimmer. It is easier if you can just look over the top and score that down. And then you're just going to pull that piece away. Okay, so you've got like that there. And then what you need to do, and again, this is the other thing that needs to be just quite precise, is you're going to cut up the right-hand side of the score line and up the left-hand side of the score line. So you literally just take out this slither. You're taking out just a slither in the middle. Just trim that. Yeah, so it's almost like a slot, as if you were building something, popping a slot in there. Up that side and up that side there, and then in there like that. And you're going to do that all three the same. So that's the nice thing. Once you've done one, I'll put my hand like that so you can see all three are the same, and then you can fold and burnish all of those score lines. So we'll do all three of those now. So what's everybody got planned for your weekends then? Anything nice at all? It's absolutely tipped it down here today. I was driving somewhere this afternoon. It was so dangerous. I'm surprised there were no accidents or anything, to be honest. It was a back old country. It just completely flooded. So just going really, really slowly, taking it nice and steady. And I was like, everything is just going to have to wait. If anybody fast, to be fair, they didn't. But if anything fast had come up behind me, I was just going to have to say, well, you know what? I'm not going any faster. Just didn't feel very safe at all. So I'm going to do all the score lines. Ah, yes, catalogue launch on Sunday. Is that this Sunday? Am I all out of whack with my timings? It wouldn't surprise me if I was. Yes, I need to remember I've got hockey on Saturday. First game back of the season. My back and my leg are much better than they were this time last year. So I'm hopeful I'm going to be able to play. Not that I'm very good anyway, but I enjoy it. And it's just a friendly. So it would be good to get us back into the swing of it. Rose Hospice shop Saturday morning and Sunday going to garden centre. Oh, that'll be lovely. Yeah, get a rose for your dad. Yeah, very nice indeed. Denmead Messy Hands after tomorrow. The next Denmead is... That is a great question, Louisa. Well asked. 18th of October. 18th of October. So I'm just trimming up a little bit more off that one. Just didn't quite get there enough. And then up the right-hand side of the score line. Oh, no, we don't have to do that one. I'm doing the wrong one. Look, that's fine. You can, I could just keep cutting it away little slivers at the time. It would take us forever. So this is the one that we're going to trim between. So that's that one. And then this is the one we want to cut the slithers out of. Oh, honestly, no, don't worry, Louisa. Lots going on. No worries at all. You'll find all the dates for my classes on my website. So if you're ever unsure, head over there, and it's a good place to find your info. But, I don't mind answering either. No problems at all. Vince is on rest this weekend. Oh, he's on crutches. He's not going to be enjoying life right now, is he? Bless him. Not going to be enjoying life. Yeah, what have I got on this weekend? What was I thinking? I'm 8th. Oh, I can't remember. I think I had something like a show or something that I was thinking of booking tickets to. I don't think I have though. Oh yes, I remember that. Winchester Planetarium were doing a like a show. It's an hour-long music and light show it's supposed to be really relaxing in the planetarium. There's hardly any. It's nearly all sold out. Not many tickets left at all. Honestly, Sue, those orders went out quick this morning. I've had a few of you order for Stamp Camp, so thank you so much indeed. Yeah, 4 of you have come and joined so far. Absolutely amazing. Really appreciate your support. And they've shipped, all bar one that was ordered this evening. The 3 that were ordered this morning have all shipped, which is fantastic. Or they ordered yesterday. I'm honestly like, I think I'm a day out actually. Was it yesterday? Can't remember. My head is all over the place at the moment. So 3 of those done. While we're here, we're going to grab this piece, which is the piece that we stuck 2 together. And we are going to... Oh, hey, Andriana. I've just seen your message at the top there. Thank you for popping on. Yeah, I think it was yesterday, Mandy, but it was really, really quick. I was surprised. They both shipped by today. All 3 of them shipped by today. It was brilliant. Really good. So what we're going to do is we need to trim 5/8 all the way around. So Jan showed a way of doing this with a ruler and a pencil, but I'm really not inclined to do things that are like take too long. So all I'm doing is I'm lining it up at 5/8. I'm going to put my blade roughly 5/8 there and pull down, and always stop short. So start short, stop short, because we can go in with a pair of snips later and tidy it up. But I'm just like cutting a line in the middle somewhere like that. And then what we're going to do is rotate it around, and we're going to do exactly the same and 5/8. And over time, you'll get quite good at estimating your distances. See that one? I've kind of almost exactly to the millimeter managed to get it, and I'm happy with that. But if you struggle, you can line and try and do pencils first. But I don't really like to. What I want to say is I can't be bothered. That's what I really want to say, but I just don't know if I should. So there's our frame that we've made. Show you on that one, it'd be better. Okay. And you can use these pieces elsewhere. So because we didn't put any glue on the middle, these will now separate, and you can use them as basic white pieces for whatever you need them for. So we're going to cut some DSP out now, and I'm going to use this Take a Bow paper. Oh, look, I won this at team training the other day. This is the autumn paper, if anybody hasn't seen it. I actually thought this would work really well in this kind of card, because you've got one scene on the front and you flip it open and you've got a second scene inside. You're resting. I genuinely don't think that's a bad idea for you, Joanna. Just take it easy. Maybe a film on the television, put your feet up, favourite drink, something to eat, and look after yourself for sure. I thought the back sides were quite nice on this one. And some of the scenes are lovely, but I'm not sure it's my kind of... They're quite dark and moody. I like that one. You know why I like that one, though. I only like it because it's purple. And yeah, so there's some... I like that blue as well, actually. Some of the daisies are quite cool. Yeah, so some nice scenic paper. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I thought it might work quite well in this, but I didn't really have time to plan anything. So we're going to stick to the one I made. So I'm going to show you how to make it. So we're going to need a sheet of this paper and 1, maybe 2 sheets of this one. 1 probably is enough. Let's have a look. See what we need. So we need of the same design, and this is your inside design. You're going to need 3 pieces at 4 inches by 1.5 inches, and 3 pieces at 2 3/4 by 1 3/8. And they are going to be your same, which is for me the red spotty that are going to go on the inside. You want that if you want that continuity. And then on the outside pieces, you're going to want 3 at 2 3/4 by 1 3/8. And that's the one I've chosen for this one. So let's see what we've got. So we'll cut it first at 4 inches, I think. By 1.5. 1, 2, 3, it's going to be 4.5. Yeah, let's go 4 inches by 1.5. One and a half and 1.5. So that's giving us our 3 bits the same. And then we're going to want 3 pieces at 2 3/4 by 1 3/8. So I'm going to get 1 out of this leftover piece. So you're going to cut it at 1 3/8. 1, 2, 3. So just a slither off there, and at 2 3/4. So these ones are shorter. And we'll want 1, and we'll do this the same. 1 3/8. Ah, hey Hazel, how are you doing? Are you feeling better today? Have you been at work? Hopefully you haven't had to, but I think you probably will have. 2 3/4 and 2 3/4. I still have not written the instructions for tomorrow's class. I haven't packed. It's a wonder I've actually got the cards made, if I'm completely honest with you. And 3 of these we need to cut at 2 3/4 by 1 3/8. So we'll just go 1 3/8. Oh, I'm going to cut them at I can't think. 2 3/4. 2 3/4, and I'll put that back in there, and then we're going to cut them at 1 3/8, and we want 3 of those. Oh, bless you. Rubbishy work. I was working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I had a day off today. 1 3/8. 1 3/8. I had to go do something, so I needed to take the day off. 1 3/8. So 3 of those and 3 of those. Okay, right. We are basically on to. It was Hazel's birthday. We got to celebrate with her on this Saturday, which was really lovely. Okay, so we've got these 3 pieces, and we are going to fold and burnish. I can't remember now how I did this. I'm going to fold and burnish all the score lines, and we're going to assemble onto this. This is our remaining piece of white. Glad you're not the only one that does that. It went even as far as you're not planning anything, and we used it as a PhD evening. Brilliant. Yeah, it wouldn't work for my messy hands class, sadly, but I did just actually, I've been much better this year at working far smarter, not harder. And I just went through my stash of cards, and I was like, okay, which ones have I made that would be suitable for a class? And yeah, found 3. So they were all there, ready, done, and I didn't need to kind of put any extra. Like, people haven't seen them, people haven't made them before. So yeah. It's amazing what you can find if you try and work a bit smarter. So when I fold these, I am just being really careful to get these score lines straight. So we are really quite worried about getting everything straight in this card, okay? Like I say, it's one of the few things I made recently that actually need you to be really quite precise. Okay. That is my one word of warning to you. But it's a lovely fold. I'm glad I didn't try and make this for a tutorial though, because writing all this would have been a nightmare. 77 years young, Hazel, you are. Absolutely amazing. I am still crafting and going at 77. I'd be chuffed. Granddaughter was born on your birthday. How lovely is that? She will be brilliant. If everybody born on that day is brilliant. I'm saying that. Okay, so what we need to do now is take these little pieces, okay, and we're going to start to stick them down. So we're going to use this left hand as a guide. Deep breath. We're going to use this left hand as a guide, and we are going to stick them on with like that way around, and we're just going to glue on that tab, and that's it, just that tab and that tab, and then we're going to stick it down so it matches the top and bottom here. Okay, and you can it does say line up along the left. I must say, when I did it and I lined them all up along the left, I had a bit more of a bigger gap at the right. So yeah, entirely up to you. I obviously cut them maybe a little bit short, or I don't know, but it's so minimal. I don't think you need to worry too much. So either some Tombow glue or some tear and tape or some Seal Plus. You want something strong because the mechanism is going to kind of take quite a little bit of a battering. So then you're going to stick one up there. We're just lining them up in the corners, remember? And one down here. I like the fact that you get a bit of wiggle room with Tombow, but sometimes it can be more of a curse than a blessing. So that's it there. And then we are going to, I don't think we needed to fold these ones up actually. So if you do this, it doesn't matter 1 iota, but you didn't need to score those ones up. Fold those 2 out of the way and then line the next one up. And you just want a tiny, teeny gap in between there, okay? So a teeny, can you see what I mean? I don't want to move my camera, otherwise what happens? The same happens that happened last week. You just want to butt it, like not right up close to it, not with no join, but you just want to have like a millimeter, just so that it moves freely, okay? So you're going to fold those 2 back and then put glue on the tabs next to the empty side. Line them up, little gap. And that means that it will run freely when you go to pull. And exactly the same again. So fold that one over. Fold this one over. And this is where, I don't know, I mean, I did take these measurements straight from Jan B, but I've got slightly more than a 5/8 inch gap at here, but it's so marginal. I really won't worry about it. And then we're going to pop that one on exactly the same. Fold that flat back and then little gap. And stick those 2 down. Now we can decorate. So we've got our 3 pieces of cardstock. Oh, I meant to get one more stamp set out. You can try and line them up if you want to. I probably should have kind of pattern matched them is what I'm talking about, because we cut them off the same piece of cardstock. Do you remember? Cut them off the same piece of, I don't know, that could be the end or it could not be. I'd be here forever. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. I'm not very good at difficult jigsaws. That one there goes that to that next to that one. And that one there goes next to that one. So 1, 2, 3. Just continues your pattern all along. Ah, Katie, bless you. Bless you, bless you. Do try. It's much easier on a video, I think, sometimes than a tutorial. So I'm just going to stick those bits of paper down. Little gap all the way around the edge. Yeah, no, Hazel, don't. I mean, just enjoy the video and the chat, because this is not for everyone. This is, I did quite quickly think I'm not going to be doing this as a class. So for those that do enjoy fun folds and that are good with precision, then this would be a nice one for you, but it's not for everyone. I'm doing a waterfall card in my next team training, and it's actually much easier. It's not, you don't have to get these measurements bang on. So they'll enjoy that one, I think, when we next get together in a couple of weeks' time. So that one's going to go on there like that. And then what we can do is we can start to decorate the inside as well. So we've got short pieces and long pieces. Luckily, these don't need pattern matching. You're going to take your long pieces, glue. Have you, Shaz? Bless you. So Shaz has got a die set which makes these cards. So you're going to stick that one on there like that. It's nice that none of it kind of shows over that left-hand side. So I don't mind it showing over that right-hand side or over these sides now. It's just I didn't want anything over that left-hand side. Otherwise you would see it when you open the card up. Waterfall cards are cute and they're lovely, aren't they? I like that fold. I've never made one of these before. This was brand new to me. I saw it on Pinterest, I think. Yeah, a die. Exactly. Now you're talking. Yeah, we need to make a die to do this. It's a nice little fold. So I'm just lining that up top and bottom and press that down. And then this one here as well, over that side. I'll line that right up. And butt it up across. The thing I struggled with most on this card was figuring out what to put on the inside, because you can't have very wide elements. So you'll see what I've used when I get the set out. There's no stamping. There's just a little bit of stamping actually, which I need to get out, but the rest of it is just fussy cut from the papers. So there's our 3 background pieces, and then we're going to stick these 3 on here. We are only making 1 card today. This is definitely going to take us the full hour. This is not a swap card, let's be honest. Unless you're Anne-Marie, because Anne-Marie seems to like to make swap cards that take forever to make. So worth it. So beautiful. But I just look at them and I'm like, I don't think I would do that. I don't think I've got the patience to sit and make 100 of those. Okay, and then another one like this. You're going to be amazed how quickly and easily this works. This mechanism is shut. It doesn't look like it's anything at the moment, does it? So it's going to go on there like that. I hope it works. Wouldn't that be a disaster if I got to the end and it didn't work? Okay, and that one's going to go on there. I can show you all the catalogue now as well. The inside of the catalogue. I'll be taking them to my classes tomorrow. Okay, so there's our 3 pieces. I'm going to do some stamping before I assemble. A bit annoyed that I can see that sticking out there, but that's okay. I can on this card as well, and it doesn't really annoy me. So I'm going to find a Merry Christmas, a long thin one. I think it's the Reindeer Days. Which is our stamp camp set. Perfect little plug, unintended. So yeah, this is the stamp set that we're using. It's so cute, so adorable. I have got a little sneaky peeky of... Oh, I'm going to show you how to make this. Don't tell anyone. I'll show you how to make this on the stamp camp day. Boop, and that's it, done. Don't tell anyone. My little sneaky peek. So we're going to make those. It's a lovely set. Is this your Christmas card, Hazel? If you would like this as your Christmas card, you would be more than welcome. I need to remember which one I'm sending Joanna. Was that last year or this year, or was that a birthday card? I'm useless. I know every now and again people are like, oh, that one could be for me. And I'm like, I really ought to write their names on them at the time. So Merry Christmas. We are having a real red stamp, and that is going to go. I just was like, I didn't really like this boring bit down here. So I thought that was quite fun to put a sentiment on. So as long as we can make sure we've got it straight and relatively central. I thought that's quite cute. So that's that one. I will do the other stamping in a bit because that can be added on afterwards, actually. Yes, that can be added on afterwards. Okay, so now we are going to, because I don't want to do too much to it and then realise it doesn't work. I do this with my boxes as well. Yeah, stamp camp is the same day as Emma's retreat day. I'm actually working, so I'm going to have to record my video, and I won't be going to Emma's retreat, sadly, this year. I just don't have enough leave to do everything I want to do, and some of us from my team are going up to Birmingham in November, so I've had to save some leave for that, and obviously our holidays. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue just those tabs, and then push this on so it lines up exactly with the one underneath. Okay, I've got ever such a slight bit of fold over on this top. If you can you see just ever so slightly? So I'm just going to trim, really just a slither off that one. But I could see it when I put that thing over the top. So if you see any that are poking out above the top or the bottom, then you can do that with them as well. Already planning November team swaps and Strasbourg. Oh, we're doing swaps for oh gosh, we're doing swaps for November. I know Strasbourg is. I'm so looking forward to it next year. I've kind of decided I'm definitely going. I mean, I don't know. Even if I have to call in sick, that's really naughty, isn't it? I have booked it off, but I'm quite worried that we're so short-staffed at work. I have got cover for it at the moment, but I think that guy's looking at leaving. I don't know where that leaves me, which is annoying. But I will almost come hell or high water. I will be there. Very looking forward to it. Okay, so this one's going to go over the top, especially because it's already been authorized. That one's going to go there. That one's going to go there. Just lining up those corners, and just give yourself a little bit of a helping hand down if you need to. Line that up and line that one up. Okay, so it's literally just sticking in those 3 points. Okay, and this is where you now need to check that it flips and folds. So if you haven't cut enough off this, and I've just stuck this one a little bit too low, but it still flips and folds, so I am happy with that. And that is our mechanism. If you haven't and you're kind of thinking, oh, it doesn't go, just use your snips and just gently cut off that one. Oh, Emma's team in person in November. Yeah, that is organisation, Anne-Marie. So just snip away if you need to do any rectification work, but we are good on that one. So what happens now is we can pop that onto this red one. Ah, the lovely Emma's upline is the wonderful Kim Fee, who sometimes comes and joins us for these Thursday YouTube lives. Don't get to see Kim as often as I'd like to, but yep, she's London way, like, I don't know, somewhere east. Somewhere east. Yeah, I know, Hazel, exactly. You'd get to that point and you go, yeah, not working. You've really got to be that. They're so marginal. It's literally just kind of scraping by. That it is doable, or you can get a dye apparently, because Shaz knows where to get some contraband dyes, and then you won't have it. You get to get the fun bit of just making it and decorating it. So what we're going to do is just line that up central as it should be on this red card. Red against white is so pronounced, or white against red. So try and get that as lined up as you can. And then that one is going to go straight onto the front of your big card there. And then we just need to decorate, because that is the foundation of our card. So let's go ahead and glue that on. So yeah, I struggled with the, let's just make sure that's folding the right way. Yep. I struggled with figuring out what to put. I nearly bought a whole new stamp set just to decorate it, but I thought that was a little bit frivolous. You do need narrow, like flowers would be great for this. Flowers would be lovely, but I had to use Christmas, obviously, because I've done a Christmas design. So I was like, what Christmas things have I got that are really narrow? So I looked through my stash and I found the Snowy Scenes DSP. And you've got these cuties, you've got some trees. I then had to buy another pack of this DSP because I'm doing this in a class, I think, at some point. I don't know why. Why did I buy another pack? Because I love it. And you've got these cute little penguins. So I thought, oh, yes, it's for team training, because this is what we're using for team training. So we need our cute little one here with his little scarf on. We need one of these, that one there I'm going to have. And I'm choosing the ones with the red designs, because it will go nicely with my red pattern paper that I opted for. So I need one of those. Then I'm going to need this one. Again, he's got that red earmuffs on him. And then we've got some fussy cutting to do. This would be a great card, Joanna. Was there another bit to that sentence, or it would be a good card, but I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. So I'm just going to cut some trees out. I feel like I'm using up a lot of this paper. How many trees do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I feel like I need another big one. Let's go ahead and cut this one out. I nearly butchered a snowman. Okay. That's those. So we do some fussy cutting. Yes, Joanna, it would be a good card to make with a photo, this one. Yeah, but not actually. That would be a really lovely idea, wouldn't it? One photo on the outside, and then you could do like one on the inside, like split it up into sections, and then do another one here. So you can have like 3 photos in one card. That would be lovely to do. That's what I was thinking of when I thought that scenery paper would look good on it. I hadn't quite made the link there to a photo. What a really good idea. I love that about crafting, where you share an idea, and it's like almost like Chinese whispers, isn't it? Somebody changes it a little bit, and then the next person comes up with another really good idea and changes it a little bit more. And by the time you get to the end, you've got a completely different project. But we all inspire each other. Cat stood on the keyboard halfway through. Send. I do that sometimes with messages, and I'm like, oh man, I did not mean to hit the send button. And those of you who do message me will know as well my fat fingers for those silly GIFs. And before I know what I've done, I've sent you a picture, and I've said this before. It's like when someone's talking about something sad or serious, and all of a sudden I send this ridiculous GIF of a monster eating a pizza or something. And I'm just like, no, mortifying. It's not what I meant to send. So we're just going to cut all these. I love that. That one's so cute. Shaz, it's not funny. Luckily, most of you know me, and I wouldn't do something so insensitive. Oh, yeah, I've definitely been known to social. That's good, Shaz. That's probably why we're friends. Life-changing. Yeah, I know. I don't know how I did that today. Me and Anne-Marie were all of a sudden in space on Messenger, and I'm like, oh, lovely. Pocket spaced us. Glad it wasn't anything worse than that, to be honest. A liability. So these trees are probably the fussiest thing, and that snowman arms as well, but it's good fun. You know I like a bit of fussy cutting, you lot. And if you've got a scan and cut, you could probably use a scan and cut on a lot of these designs because they're quite solid edged. Oh yeah, do, Hazel. I know I'm not working tomorrow, which is good. But yeah, early morning, up early. Enjoy. Have a lovely, restful sleep, my lovely. There's nothing better than getting into bed when you're tired, is there? Sleep well. Have a good day at work tomorrow. Sometimes I just get into bed and then I'm like, oh, just this sigh. Especially because Ross and I have separate beds. I don't think I would be so enamoured if I had to share my bed with somebody else. It's lovely. Just get into my own little bed. Legs are just like, oh, take the weight off. Yeah, see you later, my lovely. Take care. So the snowman's little arms are a little bit fiddly, but obviously, I say obviously, it's really not. Quite a lot of ladies that come to my classes when they're just starting, they don't realise that you really don't need to cut all the way up to the, especially with such a light background like this. Just leave yourself that border. Leave your border. It looks lovely. You're going to get a really nice finish, and you're not going to cut off anyone's arms. That would be the worst thing. So some more trees to cut. Oh, that one's a bit bigger, isn't it? They're all different, actually. It's interesting. So, what have you all got out of the new catalogue then? What's your favourite? Have you played with anything? Have you made any cards? Ah, hello, Louise. Cutting and scoring 72 boxes for 3 advent calendars. Wow, that is a lot. Is that the same designs that we did last year during Stamp Camp, or have you found another amazing design online to make an advent calendar? That is a lot of boxes, though. Yep. I don't envy you. I got I made one full one last year, and then I made the cover and the 3 boxes that we did on the thing, and I never finished it. I knew it. I really should have done, but I didn't. Maybe I'll finish it this year. We've kept the paper, haven't we? Don't think we didn't keep the foiled paper, but I've probably still got some of that in its package. Probably tell your crafting tonight. Yeah, you're not as big. You're not as chatty tonight, Katie. It's nice to see you do some crafting though. Doing your big Christmas train. Oh, amazing! I was so tempted to buy the Hogwarts diamond art at the craft show. I figured I probably had enough on my hands with this embroidery. Was it embroidered cross stitch? That's what I'm doing, isn't it? It's a chameleon, my one. It's so brightly coloured, absolutely beautiful it looked on the and he had it framed, so I'll probably do that as well. It looked gorgeous. It was sold. Didn't even consider the fact that I might need a frame or any other tools. It would have been much easier, the Hogwarts diamond art for sure. Making another advent calendar in the same style as the desk caddy. Oh yes, Anne-Marie, your desk caddy is awesome. Absolutely amazing. A labour of love and totally worth it. My pleasure, Shaz. It's just the decorating bit. So yeah, you enjoy the catch up if you get round to it, but if not, you can just look at the finished article and cheat. I don't mind. Take it easy, my lovely. Look after yourself. I'll see you again soon. Okay, so tree. Yeah, lots of fussy cutting on this one. If I had the Snow Days stamp set, I might have used some stamps out of there as well because they're quite thin. You just need something that's really thin. You don't want anything that's going to go over the joins, unless you do what I'm going to show you in a bit, which is to kind of cut it. So I'm going to segregate that Christmas die that I've put on the front. Okay, a nice long, tall Christmas tree, this one. Nearly there. Should have done a few kind of ahead of time. It's tidy my craft room as well. I don't know how quickly it gets in such a mess. Like, honestly, all I've got to do is look at it, and it's a mess again. Oh, you'll all laugh at me. A couple of people have mentioned some documentaries recently, not documentaries, like dramas, and the only place I can find them has been on Apple TV. And I was like, oh, I don't have Apple TV. I don't have an iPhone, so I don't really know what to do. I really want to watch these kind of shows. So I'm just going to start to stick these on sticks that you put back in the back of the telly, like a Roku or a Google Fire. Was it Amazon Fire Stick or Google Stick or something? I don't know what they are. Anyway, have I been looking at your house? It's quite disastrous at the moment. So this one's just going to slip in here. It's a bit difficult to do this while you've assembled your card. You could do it before, but you know me, I like to make life difficult. Anyway, so I bought myself said Roku stick, and I got home and I was very excited. Russ installed it for me, and I was like, oh, can you get up Apple TV? And he's like, yeah, okay, what's your login? I was like, what do you mean, what's my login? And he was like, you need an account. I was like, what? He said, yeah, you've got to pay for it. I was like, oh man, I genuinely thought if I bought the stick then I'd have access to Apple TV. Very disappointing. That I don't, and I have to get, and I don't really want to get another subscription. I've already got a few. Disney and Prime, and yeah, so I was quite sad. So I still can't watch my dramas, but at least my TV is now a smart TV, and that is a plus. Okay, so what we're going to do in the middle one is just get the little thing and the little thing. We're going to stick them together on the same one. So we're going to pop our little Christmas tree on up to the top, and then we're going to pop on our little Pingu. I'm not allowed to say that probably, am I? I still love watching Pingu. And he's going to go on over the top like that. And then we're going to decorate this with some trees. And you can take your time with the decorating, or you can take forever over it. Entirely up to you. I love these long, thin trees. I don't know what they are, but they're really pretty. We're going to leave the middle one blank because I'm just going to grab literally a punch. I know we don't sell the punches anymore, but we should. So put one of those on there. So I've got quite a big gap in between those two and not much in between those. But you just don't notice those kind of things. I think maybe I didn't stick it on quite straight or something. When it's such a movable card, you just really don't notice because your recipient is too busy playing with it. Really want to watch Stranger Things. We don't have Netflix. I'm not adding another one either. Do you know, I am really annoyed with Russ. We got halfway through Stranger Things. I was really enjoying it, and he said he didn't want to watch it anymore. Problem is, it's too scary for me to watch on my own, so I can't watch it because it's too scary, and he's bored of it now. Okay, so what we're going to do is bring in literally just some stars. We need this is the ephemera pack for Christmas, and it's just got these really nice stars. So I'm going to try and find a few more of those. I've got 3 on my card already. That one would do. It's a nice one. I love how you can just literally dip into this pack, grab some elements, and you don't have to be. And that one as well, because we've not got as many trees on this time, so I reckon some of those slightly bigger stars would be perfect. Okay. So that big star there, look. Or actually, what about that big star there, because it's got a bit more room. That one there. And that one there. Lovely. Oh, I know. Yeah, Joanna, honestly, I don't know what we're doing wrong with Netflix. We pay $17.99 a month for Netflix. I said to Rush yesterday, I said, this is ridiculous. And it's because it's the 8 Ultra HD available on 4. We've only got one. Like, he won't watch Netflix on his own. He watches YouTube. So we're either watching it together downstairs or I'm watching it up in my room. But I don't understand. You always rewatch Stranger Things. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. When we looked at it the other day, the cheapest I could find with adverts was $7.99. The one without adverts, because he won't watch adverts. The one without adverts was $10.99. So I'm definitely doing something wrong. Okay, that's going on there. And then we're going to put something on the middle. So a little bit of white. This is where we're going to pull in some of that white that we used earlier. I'm actually going to use a green ink this time. And I'm going to grab this one, and I'm looking at hoping this season is bright and beautiful. So this is a 85%, so they're slightly bigger stamps than they look on the outside. Stick that one on there. So garden green is your colour. I know, honestly, Joanna, I know. He said we do. And I was like, he's the one that always wants to save money. Doesn't make any sense, that man. Okay, so, but I love him to bits. Literally just going to grab, I think it's this one. No, one below. So this is I'm in denial. These punches aren't available, but they should be. And it's the 1 1/4 inch punch. And I'm just going to stick that flat straight on the middle there. We are watching CSI at the moment, which is really good. Really enjoying CSI. There we go. So that's on the middle. Now all we've got to do is decorate the end. And this is where, if you've bought it but haven't used it, this punch and this set is going to come in handy, because it's got this beautiful one here that says Happy Holidays. So that is fantastic for this, because we need a pull tab because it's a fun fold card. And we are going to grab that one and this one. And I'm going to make a promise to you that I'm going to clean my stamps before I leave my craft room this evening, because I don't normally. And that's why they're all funny colours. So let's clean that one. Go there. We'll clean this one because we can. Okay. So we're going to use real red again. It's the only problem with the glass mat. They stick to the glass mat more than they do the block. Oh, we started right at the beginning, Katie. CSI right at the beginning, and yep, we are working our way through. We are yet deciding whether we're going to watch them all in order or whether we're going to watch the spin-offs like as they came out. We don't know yet. Yeah, thoroughly enjoying that. Okay. Look, I'm even cleaning them before we go off air. How good am I? And then this cute little Happy Holidays, and that's going to fit nicely in that little slot there. You can't see. Going to fit nicely in that little slot there. So cute with the red candy cane. Oh, I quite like NCIS. So Naval Crime Investigation Service, something like that. Yeah, I quite like that one as well. I think it's a completely separate show, isn't it? And then we are going to punch this one out. Yep. Yep. There we go. Fold it in half, and we are going to put some glue just down that side there, down that edge, and down that edge there. And then what we're going to do is try. Oh, CSI New York. Yeah, we've not seen that one yet. Miami is the other one as well, isn't it? And we're just going to line that up as centrally as we can. And so, I don't know, what's that, about 3 millimeters away from this edge here? And roughly central. And then we're going to go like that. And I thought, you know what? I love that. Absolutely love it. But it's still a little bit boring around the outside. And I couldn't think what to do. And then Stacey Marsh came to mind. The lovely, lovely Stacey Marsh. And she often uses a pen. Just a normal pen. Like a fine liner. And so this is a micro. And I'm just going to line the outside. And I'm not worried too much if it doesn't look like a perfect line. It's kind of like a perfectly straight line. It's kind of not supposed to. You kind of want some jiggles and jaggles in it. And while you're going around, you're thinking, what am I doing? Actually, I think that really works. Just, it stops it from being so boring. I'm not doing it very neatly tonight, though. I'm exhausted. There we go. And up to the top here. There we go. Don't you think that just kind of lifts it? And then a few gems. And I really wasn't sure where to put these until I realised that we've got 4 lovely corners waiting for them to go in. Oh, is Miami a little bit weird, is it? Yeah, Nick and Warwick, that's the one. Yep, exactly that one. So I've got these beautiful gems, which are adhesive-backed metallic gems. And I've just gone for 4 of the big ones, because I must say the big ones don't get as much use in my life. And I'm just going to stick 1 in each of the corners. There we go. That is that. Yeah, finished card, huh? So we'll clean off the mess, not that you can see it, which is probably a good thing. And there is our finished card. Oh, no, we haven't finished. We haven't done the front bit. Hang on. Hold up. Okay, so what we need is another piece of white card. I knew something was missing. We need this stamp set again. And we're going to grab this big old Christmas. We're going to stamp that in red. And we need the Merry as well, actually. That little Merry is there. Thought I was doing too well, cleaning all my stamps before we'd finished. Will that go on there just about? Beautiful, beautiful Christmas. And a little Merry. Let's put that down the end because we're going to fussy cut that one. Perfect. And we're going to die cut this one. There's a die for this. You'll be pleased to hear. Everyone was pleased on the, we went to team training with Emma the other day. And I think everyone was pleased I took my set with me because I think Emma had forgotten her dies for it. So we used the Christmas. Otherwise, a lot of people would be fussy cutting out that big Christmas. It's perfectly doable, but not what you need to be doing when you want to be enjoying yourself. So this one we're just going to trim. I don't know how straight I've done that, but never mind. A little Merry, and then we'll chop that off and pop that through the die cut machine. So the Peaceful Seasons dies are lovely. Look at all those different shapes you get, all the different banners. We've used that one in a card recently. And then you've got this Christmas here if you didn't want to stamp it. And then you can pop this one on as well. Then there's the New Vegas. Oh, amazing. Yes, we've got a lot to watch, which is lovely. Like having a lot to keep us entertained. Love CSI, NCIS, all the acronyms. I've not really watched Law and Order. So I'm going to grab some tape for this just to try and keep it all contained. And I'll show you how I've cut this because that's the bit that I need to demo. So a little bit of tape. And you're going to need a pencil if you are making this one. Keep having like that moment of, I can have a lie-in tomorrow morning. And I'm like, no, I can't. I've got class tomorrow. I must not forget. So there's our Christmas. And there's our Merry. So Merry can go on straight onto the front. I'm going to pop that up on some dimensionals. So little ones, big ones, but you only need a really thin strip. So I'm just going to chop a little strip off there. And then that can go on the middle one, roughly near the top. And then this one, what you're going to want to do is line it up, grab a pencil. This was a swap I got. It had a lovely big topper on it though, which wasn't all that convenient for my my little craft bag, so I took it off. That was from the lovely Cat at Onstage. We are going to put. Oh yeah, the tape is the tape is brilliant. Eloise bought that. We kind of split it. So what you're going to do is line that up where you want it, and then just mark a little pencil mark top and bottom on the join. And you can rub these out afterwards, or you can just go, actually, do you know what? We're not going to see them. So you're just going to chop top to bottom where you've made those marks. then you should just be able to marry them back up again like a bit of a jigsaw puzzle. So I've got some of the small ones. Oh, come on. Come on. Doesn't want to play. That one. And I will grab a little bit of that edging as well, I think. I just want a thin strip to go on the sea. No worries, Anne-Marie. Yeah, I'm a bit later today. Take care. Yeah, and I'll see you really soon. Have a lovely week and weekend, whatever you get up to. Done all the trees on your picture now, just the rest of the train. Oh, amazing, Katie. And then all you're going to do is line that up with the edge of that one and stick it down. Exactly the same as this one. This one's a bit easier because you can just do little dimensionals all the way along. Like yoink, yoink, yoink. 3 of those. And then, but you need them split, otherwise obviously it wouldn't wouldn't go across. And then this one and this one. If you've got bigger gaps in between, I know my gaps are really small. If you've got bigger gaps in between your panels, I'll show you what you can do. And what all it is you would do mark one and then kind of stick that one down. Then line this one up and mark it, because can you see where I've done it all in one go? Can you hear that? It just catches ever so slightly on the end. It's not a massive drama. You could trim a sliver off if you wanted to, if you were worried about it. But the best way would be just to you can just hear them. But that's all. There was your Merry Christmas and your shutter card. Wonderful card. Not sure you'd have the patience. No. Well, maybe it's not for everyone, but it's fun, isn't it? I wasn't sure if I had the patience. Genuinely, about halfway through, if you're in my Facebook group, I took a picture of all the bits, and I was like, I don't really know what I've done. I don't know what I've let myself in for. It was unfun when I made the first one. But yeah, it's cute, isn't it? I like a little card like that. So I've got 2 of them. I think one's going to Hazel for Christmas. So yeah, I wonder who will get the other one. But yeah, that one, can you hear it? And this one you can't. Oh, just a tiny bit. So it's just where they've just on the edges. I like it. Thank you so much indeed for joining me. I'll leave one like that so you can see. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've had a lovely time crafting with you this evening. And yeah, will I be here next week? That's the big question, isn't it? No, I will not be here next week. I will be working night shifts, sadly. Someone I love very much will get the other one. I love you all very much. All of you. Yeah, yes, that's the one. Do you know what? I nearly wrote your name on it, but so close. This is Mandy's card. So I'm going to write to Mandy in it now. And then I know I can't give that to anyone else. No, honestly, Mandy, that's for you. And I'm sure I've got one for Joanna at somewhere. That might have been last year's bears, though. I did the bears. Oh, what else did I get today? I got the just very, very quickly before I sign off, because Ross is still racing. Yes, oh, definitely for you. Bless you. Of course you can. I'm going to put your name in it now, and then I'm going to send it to you for Christmas. So we've got these, the little reindeer cards. How cute are they? I love it. Look, you could write your message to Santa on there. But these are like the Memories and More cards. So you get a lot. So you can make, if you're making Christmas cards, I think I've just bent those. If you're making Christmas cards, like stick that on for the neighbours really quick. And you can get the Memories and More cards, which you can stick them on as well. And then we've got those. And then you've got stickers as well. If I'd had those earlier, I could have stuck some of the stickers on. I've got 4 sticker sheets on this one. And then you've got these as well. I love these. These are really nice. I love that. Winter blessings. So I'm going to see what I can do with those. You know me, I always buy these, and I don't really do a great deal with them. But they'd be great to add to scrapbooks, mini albums, anything like that over the Christmas period. So gifts of the season, that would look great in a scrapbook. I know, stickers. I know I love a sticker. Reindeers, back of that one's beautiful as well. Christmas trees. Although why have they put the reindeer and the Christmas tree, which are both good ones. And that one as well, which is really cute. Yeah, I got those. Anyway, I will love you and leave you. I will not be here next week, but I should maybe be here the week after. Take care. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a blast, a snowy blast, and I'll see you all again really soon. Thank you so much indeed. Take care. Bye, guys.